Hello, my fellow Gunners. How are you recovering from the disappointment Arsenal gave to you in the match against Wolverhampton Wanderers in their 2-2 draw? How are you recovering? I hope you are recuperating. And while recuperating, how are you prepared for the heartbreak and the fear ahead? If Arsenal take this narrow lead, if they are even accidentally able to take this narrow lead to Etihad, they're going to surrender it there. Is that not true? You cannot take 2 points to Etihad. And Pep Guardiola and his team know that beating Arsenal take them automatically above Arsenal on same games played, and you expect them to take it lightly. And Arsenal that could not subdue Wolverhampton Wanderers, that is a worry we should all be looking ahead to. Now we've drew to Wolverhampton, a team we need to have sealed up easily. We could not take 3 points with a woeful performance. Now we play our noisy neighbor next, Tottenham Hotspur. You and I know on a day when Arsenal really want to flop, Tottenham might just come and mess us up again. Those are teams that derive pleasure in dragging Arsenal down, in pulling Arsenal down when it comes to Arsenal going after the title. So if you are recovering and recuperating from the disappointment based from the outcome of the result against Wolves, how well are you preparing for future heartbreaks and disappointment? Because the way Arteta is going now, it is obvious that this guy is going to, at the end of the season, prove to the world that he's really an incompetent manager. And I still, for the sake of my Arsenal, I still don't wish him that, and I hope that will not happen. I just want to believe that this slump, these few slips here and there, will eventually go away and we hit our forms back in the remainder. Because there are still enough points. There are still substantial points to be grabbed in about 10, 13 leagues matches that are left. But Arsenal's size for now is worrisome. My fear is this league title might be decided at Etihad against Man City. We already have this Man City in the finals of the Carabao Cup. So what if Man City beat us in both? Which on a very good day when Arsenal want to misbehave, they can lose both. But from what I've seen this Arsenal play this season, in some games, most of them in their match against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, in their match against Bayern Munich in the Champions League, in their match against Inter Milan in the same Champions League, you would think that this Arsenal is capable of blowing away all the best teams in the world. But how comes when it gets to Wolverhampton Wanderers, when it comes to Sunderland, when it comes to Brentford, we suffer. So the fear of how we malfunction against these smaller teams is now making me scared. That's what I'm talking about Man City. Will Man City not take us to the cleaner in both the Carabao Cup final and in the EPL? Because whatever we'll be playing at Etihad is going to be like a final. That is obvious. But I know a crazy Arsenal full of surprise, can beat Man City in both on a day, which is possible. It is possible, but I'm not banking on that now from what I'm seeing Arteta and his boys do. When you don't win games from a good performance, your fans will understand. But when you don't win games from a woeful performance, you leave your supporters with a great fear towards the next match. That's exactly my stand right now. My fear of what Tottenham could do to us, what could happen at the Etihad, in fact, the way Etihad is not even very near yet, is already tormenting me here. So, Mikel Arteta, if you fail with these players, come end of the season, you are still in 4 tournaments. If you fail to deliver at least 2, I don't want to give you a much difficult task. But in the 4th tournament that you are still actively involved, if you fail to deliver at least 2, which means Arsenal can keep you from now till forever, you will not win any single trophy anymore. Maybe you are just lucky to have won the FA Cup. You have the best of players. The core depth is there. The qualities are there. Why all these failures? So, but in any case, I just want to know how my fellow Gunners are recuperating from that disappointment and how well are you prepared for future heartbreaks, because it seems like from now on, that's what we should be looking up to. I am already prepared for worst case scenario, because that's the only way I can safeguard my heart. I'm already assuming Arsenal will not win the league. They will not win in the Carabao Cup final. They might be knocked out of FA Cup in their 5th round. The Champions League, they might just be sent home in the round of 16. I prepare my mind for all of this failure, because I have to protect my own emotions. I'm human. Not expecting Arteta to win, and the next day is going to play rubbish like he did against Wolves. But if Arteta failed to deliver come the end of this season and they still keep him, we'll ask Arsenal management what the hell is the problem. So I don't know what you think about these Gunners, but as for haters, you're already celebrating. Call me bottling company. I see the elephant on the tree falling down already. All the images are flying. That's fine. No, that's fine. Arsenal have played the same number of games almost with every EPL team. Why are they still top if others are not worse? We should also be looking at that part. Why is Arsenal still on top if they are not, if others are not worse than them? My only fear then is going forward. But proud to this stage, Arsenal have been better than any other thing. But do they have the energy to take it to the end from now to the end? That is our fear. That's where our doubt now come in. But no matter what, we still wait to see how it goes. Is it over yet? Of course, it isn't over yet. See you again in my next video, Gunners. Gunners for life. No matter what, I'm always going to be a Gunner.